Hi, everyone. I'm Brian with the Scientists in Every Florida School program. And in this edition of Science Segments, I'm excited to connect you to a scientist to help you learn about climate change. Who are you and what is your title?
Yes, I am Dr. Andrew Zimmerman at the UF Geological Sciences Department. I am an associate professor.
What do you research and why is that important?
Well, I research a number of things relating to carbon and organic matter and the carbon cycle, and especially how it relates to climate change.
Can you briefly analyze and relate the internal and external conditions that contribute to global climate change?
Sure. I actually teach a science in climate change, and we usually start by looking at the drivers of Earth's climate. First, there are external factors, which relates to how much energy is coming in from the sun, and when and where it comes in, really determines first the set point for the temperature of the Earth and really any planet. And changes in the Earth's orbitals, meaning how it goes around the sun, whether it's a very eccentric orbit or whether it's more circular, and how the tilt changes over, this is cycles over 100,000 years, 20,000 years. And these changes really bring on and off the ice ages and glacial cycles. Now, besides for external factors, astronomical factors, there's what happens to that energy, when it gets into our atmosphere. It could be, for example, reflected from the top of the atmosphere back to space. That depends on maybe how much clouds there are. Also, what the surface of the Earth looks like. So ice, for example, reflects a lot of that energy back to space, versus ocean absorbs more of that energy. So changes in land use that humans do, cutting down rainforests, can have an effect on the Earth's climate. And then the other thing that happens is, when that energy is within the Earth's system and heats up the Earth, and then the Earth warms the atmosphere, does that energy stay within the system and heat the Earth, or does that go back to space? And a lot of that has to do with how much greenhouse gases we have in the atmosphere. And greenhouse gases are a natural thing. See, carbon dioxide, methane, most planets have some of that in their atmosphere. And the Earth is actually lucky to have some greenhouse gases, because without it we could be hundreds of degrees below zero, and with more of it we could be like Venus, hundreds of degrees warmer. But so in the past we've had variations in the amount of greenhouse gas that change with how much the ocean is absorbing, how much of that gets deposited into sediments and into coal and oil, things like that. But of course, recently we've been taking a lot of that carbon that was been stored in sediments, the fossil fuels, putting it back into the atmosphere, and so this is causing warming. And of course, global warming is a whole subject in itself. I teach about what we could do about it. My research is how we can take it out of the atmosphere and what form we could store it in. So there's a lot of interesting aspects of this we could talk further about.
Thank you, Dr. Zimmerman, and thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next time.